Have you ever wondered why aircraft maintenance engineers from mechanical stream do not want to spend their valuable time and hard-earned money in studying radio telephony license? Or if they get it, why do they feel that it was not their part to study radio telephony? It is basically to a radio engineer or avionics engineer. So in next few minutes we will be discussing how radio telephony license can help B1 engineers in their career. Hello, good morning aviators. I hope you are all well and safe at home in this pandemic time. On behalf of Institute of Aviation Communication, we will be discussing how radio telephony license can benefit you as an B1 engineer whenever you work on aerodrome. If you find my work to be appreciated, you can give me thumbs up and by your comments in the section below. So whenever we are preparing for any ratings or license in aviation, we keep two things into mind. Number one, why do we need it? And other one is, what are the benefits of it if we get it? After an aircraft lands at an aerodrome, the PIC of a flight parks the aircraft on an apron, applying the parking brake, and the shocks are inserted by the ground person. Now, if that aircraft has got another departure, aircraft will go for its departure again with the same PIC or same flight crew or with a different crew, doesn't matter. But suppose in condition an aircraft is standing on the same aerodrome for next 2-3 days. Now after landing an aerodrome, that aircraft goes back to the AME hand, or it is hand over to the maintenance engineer at that airport. After parking an aircraft, all the responsibility comes to an AME hand. Now suppose in condition aircraft has to go from stand or from apron to hangar for its maintenance due. Now you will not call, or an AME won't call the pilot and will tell him to come back to airport and taxi the aircraft from stand to hangar. So in that condition, role of mechanical engineer comes. Mechanical engineers are issued with a taxi permit for an aircraft type. Now the mechanical engineer will taxi the aircraft from hangar to stand or from stand to hangar, or you can say from one place of aerodrome to another place of aerodrome. So while he is taxiing the aircraft, he needs to be in contact with the ATC. Now ATC will guide him to which taxiway he should taxi the aircraft. So to talk to ATC, he cannot talk, or a mechanical engineer cannot talk to an ATC if he is not having radio license. So if a mechanical engineer is not having radio license, he has to take an RT operator with him when he is taxiing the aircraft. So when a mechanical engineer is taxiing the aircraft, either he has an option, he clear the RTR exam and have a RT license, so that he can taxi the aircraft and simultaneously he can talk to the ATC for also. Or second option, he is taxiing the aircraft and he has taken RT operator with him. Now he has to wait for, like suppose that other RT operator or the avionics engineer is working at some other task. So he will tell the mechanical engineer to wait for a while, and once he finishes the task, he will come and do RT with him or communicate with the ATC when he is taxiing the aircraft. So to avoid this situation, mechanical engineer can have RTR license, and it is not just to save the timings. In Indian Airlines, if you get an RTR license, you get a much more priority than others in getting job. In Indian Airlines, comparing with the ratio of RTR license holder to non-RTR license holders, the ratio is vast. So to compensate for that, many airlines, what they do is they hire RTR license holders if they are not having efficient RTR license holder with them, and they pay them as a rent to other airlines, so they can do RT for their aircraft when it is taxiing. So the taxiing is a job of a mechanical engineer, which is one of the tasks given to a licensed B1 engineer. But when he is doing taxi, he has an option either to wait for an RT operator to come and do RT with for him, or second option he is having is either he clears the RTR exam and do taxi along with doing RT with the ATC. Now I assume that you have understood how the RTR license can benefit you as a mechanical engineer or B1 engineer when you get the B1 license or you get a taxi permit to taxi the aircraft. So if you like this video, you can give me thumbs up. If you find this video informative, you can share with your friends who is a mechanical engineer.